I cannot defend anyone's actions at Apogea. I do know that some of my first experiences at Burning Man many years ago were not all positive, nor were some of my first with the Colorado Burners. But I saw something in it and in myself that made me stick with it. It took a while for me to figure out just what that was, and it was the simple fact that it restored my faith in mankind. And that was no small feat. I know a lot of people don't appreciate my approach to all this, and that's okay. One of the best things about this community is how all-encompassing it really is. If you find a person or a place that isn't suiting you, move 20 feet in any direction and you will find a completely different experience. Or stick out your discomfort, you may learn something about yourself or someone else. Breaking things down into positive or negative judgments is just that, judgment. I know we rode at least one guy a little too hard at the Bing Zombie Saloon one night. He was uncomfortable about it, but stuck it out like a trooper, and off-duty ranger didn't like it either. But the guy came back the very next morning and hugged my campmate, explaining what the experience had taught him, and that he had a huge breakthrough with something that had been haunting him. I don't even like using the term burner anymore, at least not for myself. For one, I think the 10 principles are just plain common sense. For another, I think it is very easy when you fall into the groove and feel that you have found your family, to protect it, feeling you are somehow inside and others are outside if they don't look the part or act the part. This is dangerous, and I still find myself falling victim to it once in a while. In some ways, you do have to prove you belong in this community, and the community is to be careful in accepting those that are willing to participate in it. For many first-timers, this can be a huge, daunting and uncomfortable thing to do. There were many new people around our camp, and at first glance you can tell they were new to this. But a few welcoming conversations and you could see the comfort come upon them, and as the days passed you could see the person inside of them come out. They heard stories, they made the effort to come. They took the first step, we took the second, by overcoming our initial protective reaction, and reached out to make them feel comfortable. Then we probably scared the shit out of them, which they also came to understand and appreciate. I guess the point is, this community isn't about learning to look and act like a burner. That is just joining another clique, another scene. What is happening is people are allowed to reach their potential, which almost always is good. This community isn't an elitist club. It's a place where people have to work to become themselves, and that is accelerated by everyone around them allowing and encouraging it to happen. We all have a great potential inside of us, but rarely find the appreciation for the gift that it is. Burning Man /Apogea/regionals are not the be-all, end-all. This is a thread that has existed all throughout human history. Burning Man is just one of the many current flags that we can rally around. It's the one that feels right to us, and I honestly have seen it change lives, including my own. But keep in mind it wasn't Burning Man that did that, it was the people that populated the environment, and myself for finding myself within it. Sorry, we are not burners, we are just people that are learning to find our potential. It just so happens that our potential coincide with the 10 principles. Our potential is not due to the 10 principles. This is a community, not a club. It's easy to join a club. It takes great effort and support to be part of a community.